Good afternoon to all of you. Today we will learn chapter number 1 of class 9th, matter in our surrounding. So chapter number 1, matter in surrounding. In this chapter, in our today class, we will learn what is matter, classification of matter, and physical nature of matter. So let me start. What is matter? First topic is what is matter. We know that in universe, each and everything is made up of matter. Ancient peoples also say that our body is made up of 5 elements. These elements are fire, water, air, sky and earth. These elements are known as Panch Tattva. So, and philosopher also consider any things which occupy space or have mass is known as matter. Today, in science, if we define the matter, so anything in the universe which occupy space and has a mass, or in another word, anything in the universe which have mass and volume is known as matter. So let us see its definition. Anything in the universe which occupy space and has mass is called matter. For example, we can take example as a questions given in our book. These examples are almond, chair, air, water, smell of perfume, these occupy space and or have a volume or mass. So all of these are example of matter. Now we will learn physical nature of matter. Physical nature of matter. Matter have two properties, physical nature and chemical nature. We will learn physical nature in this chapter and we will learn chemical nature in higher classes. So, by physically matter is considered as a particle. So, 2 points are there. Matter is made up of particles, and second is particles of matter are very small in size. Matter is made up of particles. To understand it, let me take one activity. How we can say that matter is made up of particles? Take beaker. This is a beaker. Take 100 ml water in a beaker. You can take different amount of water in a beaker. Now add few gram of, this is the water, salt or sugar in this, and now stir it. What we observe? We observe that where the salt is disappear, you can take the sugar also, you can take another salt also. We see that the salt and sugar disappear, it dissolve in the water. And we also see that there is a no change in the level of the water, because the particles of this salt and sugar dissolve and they adjust in the space in the water molecules or in the water particles. So this activity shows that matter is made up of particles, and these particles in this activity get adjusted in the space of the particles of the water. Second, particles of matters are very small. To conduct this activity, let me take another activity, that is activity number 1.2. Take 100 ml beaker. This is the beaker of the 100 ml. Now take 50 ml of water in it, 50 ml of water. Now add just 1 or 2 crystal of KMnO4 potassium permanganate. What do you observe? We observe that the color of the water get pink, because we know that, or this activity show that 1 crystal of copper sulfate, maybe potassium permanganate, is made up of millions of particles. So when you add this crystal, these particles dissolve in water, and that's why single crystal change the color of the water. You can take some amount of the water from that beaker and add another beaker. We see that again the color of the water is pink. We can do this activity repeatedly, and we observe that the color of the water may be light but it remain pink. This activity so that the particles of matters are very small in size. You can do this activity with the Dettol also. You can add 1 or 2 drop of the Dettol in the water. We observe that immediately after some time, the color of the water is that is white colors. It is because a drop of Dettol contains millions of particles. So these two activities prove that, so that particles of matters are very small. So this is the physical nature of the particle. Matter is made up of the particles, and particles of matter are very small in size, right? Now we will see the next point, that is characteristics of particles of matter. First character is particles of matter have space between them. Particles of matter have space between them. To explain it, we can take activity number 1.2 or 1.1. That's why you know that there is a sufficient space between the particles of the matters. That's why salt, sugar and other solution particles get adjusted in this space. So with the help of the activity number 1.1 and 1.2, we can understand the particles of matter have space between them, sufficient space. Second point is particles of matter are continuously moving. You can take another activity. You can take unlighted incense stick in a room or maybe in our classroom or in one corner of our house. To detect the smell, we have to go to close it. But if you burn it, then the smell of this incense stick is spread in our surrounding. Means by increasing temperature. When we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy of the particles increase. So the particles move faster. That's why if you add this Dettol in the hot water, then the particles of the Dettol quickly spread in this water and they immediately change the color than without the hot water. So you can take another activities. If you maybe spray the perfume in a corner of a room, after some time we observe that the smell of this perfume spread immediately in a room. So this two type of the particle intermix in a given space, this is also known as diffusion. So these activities show that particles of matters are continuously moving, and if you wanted to kinetic energy, then we required heat. So we increase the temperature. If the kinetic energy increase, they can move fast or they move fast. So we can say that the particles of matters are continuously moving. The last point or the characters is particles of matter attract each other. Particles of matter attract each other. To understand this point, let me take one activity. You can take 4 different group of the students. Students of group 1 hold hand with lock at the back portion of our body, and the group number 2 hold the hand together, and the group number 3 just touch the finger. And now you told the student of group number 4 to apply the force and to break down the chain, human chains. So in which group it is easy to break down the chain? In which group it is not easy to break down the chain? So we see that in group 1 the interlocking is there. So in group 1 it is not easy to break down the human chain, but in case of 3 it is easy to break down of human chain. So this activity proves that the particles of matter are attract to each other by a force, and this force work between these particles, and this force hold these particles together. The magnitude of the force is varying. It depends on the nature of matter. We will see it when we will discuss the states of matter. So we can say that particles of matter attracts each other by a force. This force held the particles together. So this is about the matter and the physical nature of the matter and the characters of physical nature of matter. I hope you enjoy this, you like this video. Thank you very much for watching this video.